What is up, everyone? My name is Steve from Burke Family 54 Comics. Welcome to another edition of our Thursday night chat. I'm excited to be hanging out with my friends to talk comic books, review them, and hang out. Before I do that, let's hit that new intro. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and start bringing in our panel of guests to talk comic books and review them and hang out. First up, I'm just going to go right down the line from what's on my computer. We got Legion of Comics. Mark, what is up, man?
What is going on, Comic Legion? How are y'all?
Dude, I love that Hulk shirt.
Thank you.
Nice.
Thank you.
Next up, we got Jeremy, also known as Romix Studios. What's up, man?
What's going on? How you doing?
Dude, I'm doing well. I'm doing well. And last but certainly not least, we got Ryan, the new guy. What up, man?
What's up? What's up? Ready to talk some comics?
Dude, I am too. I don't know if anyone else is going to be joining us or not. I put it up in the Burke Fam chat for anyone that wanted to join. I know. I thought Austin said he was coming in here. He may not make it, but I'm going to drop it in there one more time for any of my channel members that wants to join. I appreciate everyone for coming and hanging out. We're going to have a good time tonight. We're going to be talking comic books. We're going to be reviewing them. Talk a little bit about my variant and other things. Let's go ahead and hit up that chat. Start at the top. Oh, there he is. Hold on. We got Austin LeMay without a hat. What's up?
All right. Now it's a party. I'm in.
Now it's a party. Now it's a party. How's it going, man?
It's going well.
Dude, nice. We are just about to hit up the chat. First up, we got Alex Tapia. What up, dude? How's it going? He beat out Ruby G. What's up, Ruby? Flash 6792. Hello. I'm excited for another show as well. Austin LeMay is in here. Andrew Rojek is here. He is the writer of a Kickstarter book that we're going to talk more about later. Me and Ryan and Mark all read it, and we're going to review it and talk about that tonight, along with several other books. Let's see here. Legion of Comics is here, obviously. Trey Rainey, what's up? They all look super interesting. I'm excited to learn more about Torch, though. Yes, I'm excited about it as well. He dropped a link to his Torch Kickstarter, and we'll talk about that tonight. Romix Studios is up in here as well. Mark Spector Comics, what's up? How's it going? Thank you. Yeah, it is a great panel tonight. And Ryan, new guy, is here. So before we get any further, though, I do want to remind everyone that our Thursday night chat is brought to you by comic_pressing on Instagram. If you need any comic books pressed, make sure you hit up Eric over on Instagram, comic_pressing. He does a fantastic job pressing books, and use my promo code BURK54 and you get free shipping back to you. And you can use that code multiple times. So let's say you send in 10 books here, a couple weeks later you want to send in 10 more. You can do it several times. So make sure you use comic_pressing on IG for all of your pressing needs. And really quickly, I do want to say thank you to my channel members. In our family tier, we got Romix Studios, which is on the panel tonight. Legion of Comics on the panel. DJ Links, Mike V, the cover collector, Slotted Up 503, Deep Dive Comics, Flash 6792, the comic book poser, Selwyn Collectibles Lounge, and Kedrano Prince. And then in a friend tier, we got Coco Loves Chevy. Hope everyone is doing well today. I'm excited. I'm excited to talk comic books, everyone. Warlock, what up? How's it going? How's it going? Okay, so we always start off the show with what comic books we grabbed this week. I will say I did a live stream yesterday where I showed off what books I got. I had the hiccups the entire time. And I didn't really have anyone log in to watch it. I think everyone was eating dinner. I don't know. I don't know what it was, but I didn't have very many people there. That's okay. So I deleted the video. It was terrible. So this is probably even the first time you're seeing what books I grabbed this week, and it's kind of a big week for me because I did get some DC books. So let's do this. There we go. Okay. First up, I got, this is the third cover for Future State, The Next Batman #2. Just love that cover. Pretty sweet. This was a great read. Then we got, this was probably my read of the week. This is Future State Nightwing #1. Excellent read. Really, really good. Loved it. And the Batman, spoiler, makes an appearance. The next Batman makes an appearance in that. Okay, next one up, we got Future State Dark Detective #1. This is one of the variants. I was unimpressed overall with this book. Art and writing, honestly. This book was really good. We can talk a little bit about this tonight. This is Deceased Dead Planet #7. I'm not a big Harley fan, but I just love how colorful this cover is. Pretty sweet. It's a really good storyline, too, by Tom Taylor. Then I also got, obviously, Power Rangers #3. With a regular cover here. Draken on top. And then I got 3 more books left. I didn't realize that this was kind of like a spoiler cover. This is issue 3, the 5th cover for it. So the 4th variant, 5th cover. King in Black #3. Which the cover actually does happen in this book. And it also happens in Power Rangers #3. So we can talk about that as well.
It looks like some hogwash to me. I don't know what that. I'm just saying. At first glance, I'm not sure if I can believe that. Sorry. Sorry. Oh, I need to go. Okay, I'm sorry.
Oh shoot. This was a pretty good read. I did enjoy this, not as much as the other ones, but I did enjoy it. And I just like this character a lot. This is Future State Shazam #1. And I remember Ryan saying this is, from what he heard from someone else, this was supposed to be one of the good ones. It's pretty good. And then I also got, this came out last week. I didn't even realize it at the time that the cover gives away what suit he's wearing inside. But this is Future State Teen Titans #1. And this appears to be by the same artist that did the covers, like the variant covers for Batman The Adventures Continue. Am I right, Mark, there?
Mhm.
Okay, so that's it. That is my haul. Loving the new X-Men. I have not been reading the new X-Men. I did read the House of X and Power of the 10, and I did like that. But I'm not a huge X-Men fan. Not a huge X-Men fan. Okay, next up we're gonna go to Marky Mark.
Those are just DC books for me so far. I haven't gotten to pick up my Marvel or indie stuff, but I picked up Rorschach from Tom King, which was a really good read. Picked up Batman Catwoman, which is very Tom Kingy, but I enjoyed it a lot. Deceased Dead Planet, the final Matina variant for that, which was just fantastic. Catwoman Future State. Nightwing Future State. Next Batman Future State, which the backup stories in this were hot garbage. Future State Shazam, which was really good. And Future State Superman Worlds of War, which is getting a slow intro to that, but really pumped for it. And probably out of all the DC ones, easily my read of the week was Immortal Wonder Woman Future State, which I thought the interiors on that were the best interiors I've seen on anything Future State so far. It's a gorgeous book. So
that's,
looking forward to getting the rest of my books tomorrow.
Oh, that's right. I always forget you get part early in the week and the other part on Friday. I keep forgetting that. Romix Studios, who's celebrating his 2nd straight week of new comics. Let's see what you got, man.
Well, first I got a bunch of old comics. No, I'm just kidding. I did get a bunch of old comics, but so I did pick up King in Black 1, and I know that this isn't new, but since everybody loves this, I figured I would check it out. I got Ghost Rider Return of Vengeance 1 because this cover has to be loved by everybody, so I wanted to spread that around. I picked up Sea of Sorrows 1. I know they had issue 2, but this was one that I was really interested in picking up last week and missed it, so I had to grab that this time. I got
sure you get issue 2.
Yeah. I got Shazam issue 1 for Future State. And I also picked up the Superman.
Oh, that's a beautiful cover.
Yeah, I was really excited about that one. So And that was it for the new stuff. Again, I got some just in case anybody.
Oh, that's awesome.
Oh, nice. What? Wait,
This
hold
is
on.
this
that
is
again?
Justice League 55, and that's
First.
it's the first Golden Age Robin in the Silver Age. I also got Justice League number 15. So this one I'm going to review a little bit later. And then this was the big one. This was Superman 101. And that one I'm sending that one in to get graded because I'm hoping that'll
I like that.
have a high grade. So
I like that. That's a nice haul you got there, man. That is a nice haul. Did you walk into the LCS with the chainsaw blazing?
no. If I would have known what I know now, I'm glad that I didn't have it, and it's probably better. So we're good though. I have a better understanding about New Comic Book Day. I am still excited. So you guys brought me back down and calmed me down, and I appreciate that. It was a fantastic family moment from the Burke fam. So thank you very much.
Yes, that was funny. That was funny when you were. I didn't know what to say other than Batman comes out probably every other week, but mostly once a month. Ryan,
When I first read that, I wasn't sure if you were joking or not.
yeah, I was wondering that too. I honestly was wondering that too.
It makes sense. There's months and dates on every comic, and I guess that just went straight over my head, and I was so excited to read the next part of the story. So that's all.
Shows you how much he
Like
watches
once you
our
realize
videos.
it, like all the signs were there the whole time, you know.
Dude, if they came out every week, I'd be so broke. I would be so broke. Ryan, you were up next. Let's see what you got, man.
Yeah, I just saw John shouting out "We live" in the chat there. So there's this one I think is number 3, right?
Yeah.
Oh, I like that.
3 and then
Better. Love that.
yeah,
That's how you look after reading an issue of that.
right. Power Rangers, of course. They have the all black one, but I like this one the best.
Did you get these from Chino and Manny's store?
No, I went to a different store today. I was on the other side of the city.
Dude, the
Next
backup stories.
Batman.
The next
What
Batman.
about
The backup stories in that book were such trash. Batgirls
Yes.
and Gotham City Sirens. Yeah, terrible.
Oh yeah. They felt like they went nowhere, and if you're backup stories, you should go somewhere, you know.
For sure.
Like you're not selling the book, so why is all your stuff to be continued? Got that Catwoman.
Oh, I love that cover.
Mhm.
Yeah, the story is really cool, man. Like it kind of like the cover. Like the cover is everything you need to know, really.
Nice.
And then King in Black, boom, fighting Thor.
Yeah, we'll talk about that King in Black tonight because I was not super ecstatic with what happened in that book, but it was also good. It's weird. Austin LeMay.
I'm glad to hear you say that because I think I feel the same way about King in Black. But I got a lot of digital stuff, but had to pick that one up.
That's on my pile for next week.
There you go. And then this one was just I grabbed it because I guess I had to have it. And then of course King in Black, and I've been picking up the tattoo variants.
Oh, I love the tattoo variant.
And then Stillwater. I don't know if any of you guys are reading Stillwater. And then I'm surprised nobody else had this, but I had to pick up that Best of Leonardo.
I had them put that on my pull box because for me this is a very large week for me. So I was like, there's like nothing coming out next week, so I put that in my pull box for next week.
I picked mine up tomorrow with my Power Rangers and
Yeah, I gotta have that one. And then I got Bite Sized and We Live digitally, and Power Rangers, of course.
Nice. I'm gonna do this just because it feels weird not to. I want to have a wall like Austin. We all do, man. We all do. What? Can you show off some of those keys real quick? Let's do this again. I can name some from here. I see an ASN 300, a Spawn 1, a Hulk 340. I see Year of the Villain 3, Batman 92, 1 of 25, but I don't know what else is up there.
What else is in there?
I think it's
I don't
Spawn.
even know what the flex here is. Your eyesight? I can't see any of that.
Oh, I see an X-Men 4. Is that a Wolverine 10?
Which one?
The blue cover.
That one there? An 8?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, Wolverine 8. That's it. I like it.
Yeah, there's a little bit of something for everyone sprinkled back there.
ASM 252, Spawn. You know, hold on. I don't see a single Power Rangers book up there.
No, you're probably right.
But there are some cool books up there. Really cool books.
All
And
my
I
Power
don't know why nobody wants to acknowledge the life-size stormtrooper that's in the corner, but no big deal, you know. It's like,
We talked about that one time. It was pretty expensive from what I remember.
Yeah, it cost a couple bucks. I don't recommend it. Just
Hey,
be a fan.
Sindane TSP has been working on his wall, and I'm going to show off this picture that he just sent me on the old IG real quick, and then we'll move on here. This is his comic wall. Pretty impressive. Lots of Spider-Man.
Yeah, he's doing it right.
It's entirely Spider-Man. I like it. I like it a lot. Good job, Sindane. Nice.
Right?
Nice. Okay, what book should we talk about first here? So we're definitely going to be talking Power Rangers 3. We're definitely going to be talking about King in Black 3, and we're also going to be talking about Torch, which is one of the books by where is his name? I'm going to pull Andrew Roger. So he's doing a Kickstarter for, and when I last looked, it was like double what they were hoping for. But I know that there's different levels every single time. So we'll definitely talk about that for sure. So what do you guys want to talk about first? Did everyone read King in Black? Did everyone read that book?
Yep.
I'm looking at Mark. Mark, did you read it?
Not yet. Go ahead though. I'm not invested at all in it.
Remy, did you read King in Black?
no, I picked up issue 1 this week, so I'm way behind.
Okay. What about Power Rangers? 4 of us read, and 3 of us read Torch. Okay, so it'll be just like normal, where some of us have read some of us read others. So, yeah, let's talk about King in Black first, and then we'll get to some of the other books as well. So, King in Black 3, Johnny Cates. We also got that bombshell this week that Venom is ending with issue number 200, which is actually Venom 35. So that'll be the end of his run, and I believe that should follow the ending to King in Black. So we did get that bombshell this week as well. And when he put on Twitter, I believe he said he is done writing Venom forever, which I don't know if I believe that, but I mean, he's all about that hype. So we'll see if that actually happens. What's up, Don Davis? How's it going? Ryan, is that a Modelo? He's close to the border. He's close to the border.
I think they're brewed in White Plains, New York.
What's that?
So I think they're brewed in White Plains, New York.
Oh, really?
Pretty sure.
Here,
Oh, no,
he's talking about
it
the
does say brewed in
Canadian border.
Mexico, so. I was trying to remember because I read King in Black 2 and 3 today, so I'm trying to remember what the dividing line was.
So basically, at the end of 2 and like really Venom 32, whatever it was, the last Venom, and he's dead. And Dylan is coming to terms with that. In this book, someone else is narrating the entire time, and we're trying to figure out who it is. I didn't, and we get to reveal in the final panel. We can get to that, but we finally see Dylan wrecking shop on these symbiotes. He says, quote, "I want to hurt something," and it is and he does that. It's awesome. What the whole scene with Cap? Sorry, Cap. Gonna need to borrow this when he catches.
Yeah.
That's incredible. That was incredible. And Stegman put on Twitter his sketch of this, of what the page looks like. And it's absolutely incredible to see like the finished product versus the sketch of it. It's insane. And
Yeah, the whole spread was really nice.
really, really nice. Overall, I mean, I really enjoyed this. I didn't enjoy one particular scene in it because I was under the impression that this guy, I mean, he's not going to let that happen. He's killed and fought so many people. It's not going to happen to Thor. Is that how you felt, Austin? Is that?
Well, I don't know. You know, because you got to keep in mind too that Donny Cates is also writing Thor.
Yes.
So who knows what he has in store for that? You know, he could have Thor die for a little bit, or something crazy happen, and then he just twists the Thor series a little bit, since he's finishing up with King in Black and Venom. But I will tell you this: that one page towards the end, when Thor punches Neil's jaw right off of his face, that was nice. He got that one nice hit in before his demise.
I just thought it was going to be closer than that. Yeah, he literally, I didn't realize it until you said that. Now I'll go back and look, because when I read stuff, like sometimes I don't notice things, and I didn't realize it. He literally
You don't read comics for the pictures.
I mean, I do sometimes. I will not read Department of Truth because of the pictures and that, along with other reasons. But I didn't realize. I mean, I saw the punch, obviously, but I didn't realize until you just said that he literally punches his jaw right off of him.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it falls on the ground right in front of him.
And then he somehow gets the Necro sword with Thor somehow turning around, which, I mean, yes, I get that. But this scene, come on.
Yeah, it was a little cliche how he like just walks up behind him.
That's weak. That's weak, in my opinion. It felt very much like what happened in Power Rangers 3 and also what happened in Flashpoint. So.
That's
The
what's up,
issue
Ruben?
to me is that, like, you know, King in Black and all of Donny Cates' stuff has been so meticulously planned. You know, all these puzzle pieces are coming together years later and stuff. But Thor just shows up. Like, what? Where's the explanation on that? What is the deal? Like, you know, I really thought he had a plan to like build Thor into something and bring him over from the Thor series and drop him in King in Black with like great timing, you know. And this book, he just like shows up out of nowhere. We don't understand why or how, and then he just dies.
Yeah, and remember too, when in issue 1 and 2, the whole world was asking, "Well, where the hell is Thor?"
Mm-hmm.
What's up, John?
Thor? And now we got him. We didn't get enough of him, and now we're done with him.
Yeah, we're literally half of an issue. Before we go any further, I do want to acknowledge that John from the 616comics.com, which is a sponsor of the channel and a sponsor of the Burke Box, just hit me up with a $9.99 super chat. Dude, John, you are amazing. I really, really appreciate that, man. Seriously. And make sure you guys check out. Let me see if I can find the link here. Let me see if I can make John a moderator if I haven't already done so. He can drop a link to his Patreon that they just launched, and they sold out within, like, I want to say he sold out of the top tier before he even really announced it. Okay, I just made you a mod, John, if you want to drop the link to your Patreon.
And
And
that moved to 20 on the top tier, right?
yep, he moved it up to 20, which is awesome. So now 20 people are in that $50 tier. And I mean, if you're going to do a tier, that's definitely the one to do because you get the monthly box in there, which is like $60 to $85. And it's some awesome stuff. And you get access to stuff early and coupon codes as well. He's awesome. Make sure you head up to 616comics.com. I'll put a link really quick to their website because they have some awesome stuff, including It kind of brings us. We'll come back to King of Black 3 here in just a second. I just announced something pretty big. I feel at least. I just announced a Mighty Morphin number 3 variant. There it is right there. That cover is by Hal Laren. Mighty Morphin number 4, sorry. Covered by Hal Laren. In this book will feature the unmasking of the new Green Ranger. I announced this for 616comics.com and joel'sarcollectibles.com. And something was really cool that we were able to do. John was obviously big into making this happen. We were able to get something done here on the back of the book. We got the Burke Family 54 Comics logo back there. Oh, man, I was so excited to see that happen. So the Burke variant in the house. Yes, as I cover up Austin. Dude, yeah, I'm super, super pumped about this. Like, words cannot describe how excited I am to have a book, not just a book, a book, like my favorite comic book series with my logo on the back. Like, that is amazing. With my favorite character on the front. That's huge for me. Like, I could not be more happy than I am right now. So if you want this book, it does go on sale Saturday at 2 p.m. Eastern on the 616comics.com and joel'sarcollectibles.com as well. So super exciting, super exciting. Thank you, John, for the super chat. Thank you for working with me, and make sure you guys hit him up. And I want to say, I haven't seen the link yet for the Patreon. And John, if you want to drop that link to that Patreon, well, let me see if I can get it.
Yeah, while you're hunting for that, that's a beautiful cover too.
Thank you, man. I really appreciate that, dude. And I wanted to see, like, when I was talking to John about it, I was like, man, I really liked what he did with the, and I'll pull this one up now, what he did with the Draken New Dawn number 2 of the Ranger Slayer. I'm like, man, I want to see what he does with a Green Ranger cover, and that's perfect for issue 4. So, and they are going to have sets of 2 available as well. His covers are just insane. I love the Green Ranger. I love Hal Laren's art. It's amazing. Thank you, guys. So, make sure you head up to 616comics.com, and they're sponsor of the channel as well and sponsor of the Burke Box. And they do awesome things over there, awesome variants, and regular books as well. They have some TMNT number 113 sets. They have, Future State books. They got the Radiant Black book coming out soon that I've actually had a chance to read early, and it's really, really good. So if you want to get some books, make sure you hit them up there. So
I'm really looking forward to Radiant Black.
Dude, it's good.
I'm glad to hear you say that. That makes me feel good.
It's actually, it's like Power Rangers, but more relatable. Like, okay. Does that make sense? So I don't know how else to describe it other than it's super relatable. And when I was talking with Kyle Higgins about it, like, I could see himself in the main character, knowing stuff about him and where he's from. Like, I could see him in the main character's shoes, and it's real. Issue 1 was really well done. I kind of want to ask him if he can send me issue 2 early. See if that happens or not. So, all right, King of Black 3 we were talking about, and we were just saying that I didn't like how he got stabbed in the back. Ryan, I haven't heard you say very much about King of Black 3 yet. What did you think about the book?
I mean, it has like nice visuals, nice set pieces, but it doesn't really feel like there's a lot of, I don't know, like their plan is moving, but the plot isn't really moving that much, and so like they're kind of moving along, and there's like this weird pacing thing I noticed, like when Spider-Man, it might be in the second one, but when Spider-Man goes to get Dylan, right, it's like 4 panels of him like coming into the room, telling him something and leaving, and yeah, there's a cool sense of brevity with that, but at the same time, like, then there's these other parts where it's kind of slow and drawn out, and so I feel like the pacing is kind of a roller coaster on these. And then again, like, we've been under the impression that all of the Kate stuff is pretty like well connected and everything. So what Thor is going through in Thor, I would have expected to count toward this King in Black stuff. But we know that Thor is locked away right now, and he just shows up in this book and like fights and dies. And then having, the splash page at the end there, that big reveal, like, to me, just kind of even certifies more that all of Kate's stuff is connected. So how does he explain Thor being there? Like, it's a broken element to all of it,
Yeah, so one thing that I was going to ask about too is, because I'm not reading any of the tie-ins, did any of the tie-ins build up to this in any way, shape, or form?
Thor is not even thinking about coming to Earth right now in Thor. So I'm
No,
assuming
Thor's locked away.
Yeah, I'm reading Thor, but none of the other tie-ins. I didn't know if any of the other tie-ins mentioned anything, or
I don't know. I haven't read very many of the other. Honestly, I haven't read a single other tie-in. I'll be honest. Outside of Venom, of course. Venom is the only tie-in.
yeah.
But Thor, like I'm assuming they're going to finish that Thor run, and then they're going to talk about how at the end he's going to go there. But honestly, Venom, what was it, 29 or 30 or whatever, does not connect like at all to King in Black. It's almost like he wrote that way before, and like, oh crap, well, people just figure it out. You know what I mean? But the last two Venoms definitely connect.
Have they announced it finish to the Thor run at all?
Not that I know of.
How weird would that be if they just inevitably slowly creep it up to that point of his death, which we've already seen?
Yeah, true. John said
That'd be cool in a way.
Like the vertical compression on the page before Thor breaks off the jaw. So I'm assuming it's not this one, which I think it's the color on this is beautiful. I feel like the art and just color in general. Oh, he's talking about this. Yeah, you don't see that very much in comics. You really don't. Yeah. I do like that as well. Thor's hair is just amazing. I wish I could have hair like that. What's up, Oregon Lime? How's it going? No, the tie-ins are useless. Yeah, see, I've heard that.
Yeah.
And, that was not the case from what I understand from Mark and what I've read too about Dark Knight's death metal. Like those matter.
100%.
Yeah, and these don't seem like they matter that much. I mean, it didn't seem like Gwenna versus Carnage mattered that much. Like very, very little. Builds attention for the release on the next page. Yeah, I agree. Art was killer. 100% killer in this book. 100%. I don't know. I just really like Thor as a character, and to see him show up, I wanted to see more. I wanted more than just a 3/4 of an issue, and then to see him die. I feel like we're gonna get like what we always get in these events, where like it's all gonna happen, and then something at the end they're gonna figure out a way to loop it so it did not happen. Is that how you feel, Ryan and Austin?
I hope not.
No, I don't really feel like they're going in that direction. I do feel like it's going to become one of these things, like the answer was there from the very beginning, though, and like maybe it's Dylan or something, and it's like not even a challenge, and so what does the next big evil have to be to raise the stakes on this? Yeah.
And Dylan's, I mean, he's getting caught, like here at the end of the book, he's getting caught up in a symbiotes as he's looking at Thor laying there with the necro sword through his body. So I don't know. That's weird because from what I understand, the symbiotes they can't touch him because they go away from him. But obviously Noel has figured out a way to.
I thought the Iron Man stuff in there was cool.
I like the Iron Man stuff controlling the symbiotes Celestial. I love whenever they were talking about Rock'em Sock'em robots. I was like, oh man, we're about to get like a Megazord fight, and they kind of like that's the other thing I didn't like about this King in Black issue is it's like bam, 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 bam. It's like this could have been a giant robot showdown, but instead it was like what, one page?
He got 2 panels.
Yeah, 2 panels, not even a page. Yeah, that's something else I didn't really care for. Is like it just feels like you're moving through all the big action beats and nothing's paying off anywhere. I think they're just building right now to show how powerful Noel is. He killed Sentry, which is like arguably a top 3 to 4 most powerful
entity in the Marvel universe. And now he's essentially killed Thor, which is a top 1 or 2 in the entire Marvel universe. So if someone like Dylan can take out Null, or maybe the guy, we're there. We're going to talk about it. What's up, Slotted Up 503? We can talk about it here. Silver Surfer Black coming in here at the end. Is he powerful enough to stop Null? Or is it going to be another one of those come in for an issue, lose?
Yeah, I mean, see, again, that's my whole issue with Thor being there, because we saw in the beginning of the Thor run, I mean, I hate to keep assuming this is the same Thor that's in the Thor run, but it looks exactly like him, you know? And, you know, so at the beginning of the Thor run, we saw where, like, Silver Surfer definitely didn't seem to be as powerful as Thor once he, like, was able to take the powers cosmic and get rid of it at will, you know? So what's the Silver Surfer going to do that Thor couldn't?
Here's what Austin, do you have anything you want to add to that?
I mean, I'm kind of with David here. I hope that Dylan isn't the one who takes out Null. I hope it is the Surfer, because they're playing with that whole light and dark, that yin and yang kind of thing. So at the very least, maybe he doesn't take Null out, but maybe they kind of cancel each other out and then just disappear, you know, to be written into a story in the future or something like that. I'd be satisfied with that. But I think that I think it's going to be the Surfer. I do.
Here's what I think. I mean, I've been saying for a while I thought Dylan was going to take out Null. I don't know if I still feel that way or not, based off what happened in this issue particularly. But he is. I mean, Donny Cates has kind of said that everything's connected, right? And it does feel like, you know, you're going to show off one powerful person each book to not be able to defeat Null. You know, and I think next issue it's going to be Silver Surfer. I don't think he's going to be able to defeat him. I do think that Dylan is going to be able to get the black darkness off of Silver Surfer to make him a regular Silver Surfer again. I do think that's going to happen. I don't know if anyone's talked about that. But something that happened in Thor, I think, is what's going to happen here at the end of King of Black, or toward the end. And this is the second print for issue 6 of Thor. We got our boy Thanos here with the Infinity Gauntlet basically on the hammer, right? Are we going to see Thanos have to be the one with the Infinity Gauntlet to take out Null, villain on villain? I don't know.
That'd be cool.
That would be really cool. That'd be really cool. And he's got all those like zombies behind him too. I don't know. And he's got the black hand on him too, which kind of looks like a symbiote. So I don't know. What do you guys think about that?
I haven't even thought about that, but I like that idea. I'd be into that.
I don't know.
Whenever I see events that get this big, I always wonder where Franklin Richards is and why isn't he being used?
Franklin, you know, they show Reed Richards, but they don't ever show.
Yeah, Reed and Sue are a big deal in this, but
They are. Swaggle House Comics and Games. What's up, man? This guy does some pretty good speculation videos on his channel. Make sure you hit him up. I mean, he's getting like thousands of views every single video, talking about how you can, you know, invest in some books before they go up, especially for this year or each week or different characters. Make sure you check them out. What's up, the Immortal Biggie Shack? What's up, man? I like that Hulk Hogan avatar you got there. Do we get the Black Winter taken out Null? He teased out Black Winter was coming. Yeah, I don't know. That would be cool. I think it's good enough for the light entity that burned Wraith in Web of Venom Wraith book. Yeah, you know, I read that too. And I was wondering who is the God of Light? Who? Like we still don't know. I feel like they talked about it in this book. Are they saying that he is? He says, "And I'm on my way," and he keeps talking about like, everything has an equal and opposite. For every one like page before, for every darkness there is a light, an opposite, an equal. There is another, an opposite of Null, a god of light, the source of Dylan's power. But while Null's dome stands, it cannot break through. But I can. And I am on my way. So maybe he just knows about the God of Light, or maybe he is. I don't know. Anos with the Mjolnir and Black Winter glove and an unkillable zombies. Yeah, that'd be cool.
So, I mean, that's what we think, right? That they've somehow used that Black Winter snowflake to forge a new gauntlet.
I want to look now that you say that, John. I mean, they're gonna. I mean,
You want to say hi? Come here.
yeah, I think so. I mean, I think so. They're gonna have to use everything in their power to try to kill Null because he's super powerful. Okay, yeah, they do talk about Wraith in here.
Mm-hmm.
It's pulled in from another world, and it looks white with a whole bunch of things around it. So it's the same light pattern as in Wraith. Yeah, you're right. Spoilers. What's up, John? How's it going? Hawaiian Punch 72. Hey, thanks, man. I appreciate that. Light entity is the opposite of Null, in my opinion. Yeah. So maybe he's got a whole bunch of white symbiotes then. I don't know. There's a whole bunch of speculation, a whole bunch of theories and all that stuff. Surfer will break through, and the light of God will come out. That would be cool.
Did anybody read Silver Surfer Black?
I read it.
Mm-mm.
So why is he black?
He is black from. Gosh,
No.
it's been a while since
No, I
read.
can't read stuff.
From what I remember, he's black because of battling Null. Because he's going through all those different planets, trying to take him out for what's his name? The guy that Thor killed. What's that guy's name?
Oh,
Galactus.
Galactus.
Yeah, but then he goes so far back that he figures he can actually kill Galactus as a baby before Galactus is born, but he decides not to do that. Silver Surfer is the Void Knight. Okay. Swirl Girl will take them all out. I think Dylan will clean the Surfer so we can. That's what I'm saying. We do have Romix Studios family here. Hello. How are you?
Hey, I didn't mean to break up the boys club. I just thought I'd say hi.
She, I muted myself, and she heard me breathing so heavily over the discussion. She wanted to make sure that I wasn't having a heart attack or.
I didn't want him to go on another rant on y'all.
It's just this Thor thing. It's just like I said, I muted it because I was like, I know I'm breathing way too heavy, and so she heard me in the other room
it's a
and
good
wanted to
thing,
make sure
too.
that I was okay.
Because I stepped on bubble wrap.
So I told her, hop in for a second, say hello, and
Nice.
that'll at least explain why you checked in.
Yeah.
Because of the Thor discussion that we're having.
And then he told me, and I was like,
I just
no.
want to move on. I mean, we can talk about it all night. It hurts my heart.
Oh, yeah. I know. It hurts my heart too, man. When this happened, man, I was so mad. So mad.
Oh man.
Yeah,
But the
someone
hammer is still there. The
rip
hammer
your
is
soul
still there.
out.
Sound like my girlfriend. I breathe too loud. I always breathe loud when I come back to my classroom because at work I'm a teacher. For people that don't know, I have to go up a whole flight of stairs, and I skip every other step. I don't know why. And so by the time I get to my classroom, I'm huffing and puffing. So
Yeah.
I'm the same way. Who reads one chapter at a time? I don't know.
This guy right here. Y'all have a good night. I'll let you
You
get back to
too.
boys things.
All right.
Don't
So
give him
overall-
too much of a heart attack now.
Overall, I thought it was good. I guess it's hard for me to hate. Because
It was a good read, but to Ryan's point, not enough happened, and what did happen happened so quick that you couldn't even enjoy it. It wasn't on the page long enough to enjoy it.
Yeah, I agree. You are a skipper. I am. And I got called fatty movie. Yes. I just want to see like Dylan, Silver Surfer, Thor, Circle beating the crap out of Null right in the middle. That's what I want to see. What's up, Tyler? How's it going, man? How's it going? But I know that Null's super powerful. So we're finding out every single issue. Read Stillwater. Read Stillwater today. Oh my God, love that so much. Anyone else on that? Didn't you guys just talk about Stillwater?
I got Stillwater, yeah.
Is it about Stillwater, Oklahoma?
It's a good question.
No, nothing is about Stillwater, Oklahoma.
I just assumed it was. No.
Well, it's good though. You should read it.
Okay.
They don't tell you where it's actually at, do they? Other than the town of Stillwater.
No.
Interesting. You guys have anything else you guys want to add in on King of Black 3 before we move on?
Yeah, let's just talk about Thor being dead just a little bit more.
He's not dead yet.
If we could just dedicate, I don't know, another 30, 45 minutes to just that,
To
I
just
think that'll be great.
that would be perfect. I mean,
I think from what I got from it, they didn't really explain a whole lot. He got one good punch in, and then he got stabbed in the back
Well,
and went out like a chump.
Free Kilo is pointing out it was really cool because like he reaches across the page and then there's just like a hole of lightning in his hand, you know. So Thor showed up all cool, like, but I don't know. I just can't get past the fact it makes no sense that he's there.
he says it. Hold on. Thor says Huggin Munnin swiftly find him. What does that mean? That's the last thing that Thor says in this book.
The birds, the crows. Isn't that what he's talking about?
Yeah, he's sending
he
the
is.
birds off.
So who is he sending him off to?
That's the question.
Oh, I thought he had them find Silver Surfer and bring him there.
No, Silver Surfer was already on his way.
Oh, okay. I thought he was saying that they led him there.
Maybe like I said, maybe he's going to go get Thanos. Who knows? Probably not, but maybe it's Loki. I don't know. But yeah, really good. But
I feel like this is a little out of Loki's pay grade.
I don't know, man. Loki,
Actually, you know what? Now that I think about it, I think you're right, Ryan. Because if you look at that last page again with Silver Surfer, the two birds are right in front of him.
Yeah, that's why I took it as like he had already sent them. Like that was something he was saying from the past, you know.
Yeah.
Okay, now I need to look at that again.
Man, those Ravens are pretty damn fast.
The Ravens are in front of him. He did send for him.
Mm-hmm.
Crows go to find Surfer. See, you guys are freaking all on top of this. I missed several things. That's why I'm glad we got you guys here. You guys keep me honest. You guys keep me honest.
Yeah, I missed that one too.
I didn't see it. I didn't see it. Okay. You guys want to talk Power Rangers 3 now, or should we talk or should we talk about this Kickstarter real quick and whatnot?
Either one.
Okay, well, let me see if I can pull this up really quick.
While you're looking for that, I just want to briefly bring up how Draken killed that one guy like he was Thor.
He sure did.
You're the first person I've ever heard say that. Yeah, I put it on Twitter. I said, "Who did it better, Donny Cates or Ryan Stegman?" And no one responded yet. But I mean, it's essentially the exact same. I'll pull it up here real quick. It's literally the exact same scene.
I've got them both open in front of me.
Yeah, look at that. Literally the exact same thing.
It's even more close if you pull up the actual panel in King in Black instead of
Really? See, I don't have the panel in front of me. I mean, I'd have it in front of me, but not the digital copy. So, yeah, literally like the exact same thing. Okay, let me see if I can find this here on the old. I'm trying to find his. I want to bring up the Kickstarter really quick. Let me see if I can find it.
I got the Kickstarter. I'll share the link with you.
Okay, put it in the chat here, and then I'll post it. Or okay, all right. Now let's do this. So we're going to talk about Torch Reclaim the Skies #1. This is by Andrew Rojek, and I'm going to read you basically like a little bit about it here. This is a synopsis. Coming soon to a galaxy near you, it's Torch Reclaim the Skies. Torch was once the best star pilot in a galaxy, a true kid prodigy, until she was put out to a pasture. Now older, retired, and bored, she lives with her younger sister Spark, drinking away her pension. That is until one fateful trip to the city lands a duo in hot water, reawakening Torch's thirst for adrenaline. After a wild bar fight and evading the police, Spark sees a joy that being on the run brought his sister. So the two decided to become fugitives. There it is. And let's see what else. I'm going to see if I can find something else about it. This is more about it. Torch Reclaim the Sky is a story about depression, nostalgia, and the lengths that a person will go to break out of a rut. Being an ex-pilot and former adrenaline junkie, it's no surprise to us that our protagonist, Torch Armstrong, takes things to the extreme. We've all felt the urge to break out of that rut and find adventure outside the norm. Torch and her reluctant brother, Spark, actually take that leap in the most unconventional way. Not only that, this is also a richly layered story that explores Torch's younger self and her role as a Kid Star pilot in the military. Past and present tie in together, resulting in a shocking conclusion. Let me see if I can pull up some pictures now that were sent to me. Let's see here. So I'm going to let Ryan talk a little bit more about this. I thought it was good, but I wanted, while I'm bringing up some pictures, I want Ryan to go ahead and talk about this.
Yeah, I really enjoyed this book. It has a sense of adventure. It's about a girl that she was raised as like a super ace star pilot when she was a kid, but the byproduct of that is that like you also retire very young, so she's like a young adult and she's missing adventure, and she has this little brother that she's taking care of, and she feels like she can't really breathe anymore, very like Luke Skywalker in the desert, just like feeling like having a lust for adventure, knowing there's more out there that he doesn't get to see. And so through a series of events, they have basically made themselves outlaws. So now they have nothing to stay there for. So, the adventure can begin. And there's a lot of fun action throughout the book to kind of establish the world and the story. And one of the cooler elements to me is the way that the world building works is like, they just kind of like go into something, like the cantina on Star Wars. Like they just walk in and the audience is like, whoa, what are all these creatures? What is all this stuff? And they never really outright explain it. They just kind of like submerge you in the world and you kind of pick it up as you go.
I agree. I wanted a little more backstory in this first issue, but I thought, if you like action, there's definitely action in this book. Definitely. Mark, what did you think?
I enjoyed it. It was definitely fast paced. I like that about it. I was kind of I was trying to speed read it, something like in the little time crunch I had today to do it, and it worked out perfectly with the pacing of that book. And a lot of books on number ones are really slow to get into them. I've read a lot of new series that have started this year that just took forever to kind of get into anything. And this was the polar opposite of that. It just hits the ground running. Like that's like the first page right there, isn't it? Just with that explosive action scene with birds flying.
This is the very first scene. This is a flashback of it from when she's a space pilot.
Yeah, and pretty much from that scene you go to it kind of like drops off to a slow page. Just even the event of going into town was a big deal in this book, and the way that they managed going from the little outpost house into the middle of the city. And that not only was it like kind of like an entertaining scene, it was entertaining, like kind of dive into the characters in those scenes. So it was cool how they were taking these fast-paced action scenes, but taking full advantage of that moment to kind of dissect the character while doing it. Like you see her trying to do something for her little brother, and she can't even help herself because she's so restless and everything. So it kind of just plays into the whole dilemma that she has going on, and I don't know, just kind of like she's trying to do a selfless act, but can't help but being selfish in the middle of it. And she's dueling with that the whole time, trying to do something for her little brother, and just keeps kind of sabotaging it for self-interest. So it's kind of cool how they kind of play into the story while moving to that fast-paced action. The art in it was really fantastic. I enjoyed the
art
vibrant
was
colors.
fantastic.
The art and the colors, I really enjoy. I think they're
I
really good.
really enjoyed it too. I agree.
And I do like the little sense of mystery that they added into it at the end, you know, when it looked like the book was over, then it almost had like an immediate after credit scene where you go back to a scene that you saw previously, but you get a different perspective of it where you see a shadowy figure talking to her commander.
Yep.
And so there's a lot more to this young child being around all these adults and being the best of the best of them. So there's really cool stuff to look forward to, obviously.
Trying
So
to
you
find
have that little cliffhanger.
perfect cliffhanger for sure.
I'm a good fan of cliffhangers.
I'm trying to find some more pictures to pull up from the media kit here. I don't want to show too much. You know what I mean?
And Ryan nailed it when he said the thing about like feeling like the cantina in Star Wars. Even before you get into the bar, just when you see the future for the first, or the city for the first time, and you just see
Yeah.
the whole mix of creatures, aliens, races, whatever they are, you just immediately like, oh wow, and you stop and look for a minute, then you're just okay with it. You just move through it smoothly despite the different languages people are speaking or their look or their style. They just all naturally belong where they're at. So it was created very smoothly.
I got another one here. Let me pull this one up now.
Yeah, I like the like untranslated stuff as well, you know.
Yeah.
Like the name of the drink is like unpronounceable. I wouldn't know what to say there, you know. But there's like cool stuff like that just makes it feel more alien rather than just like this is set on Earth elsewhere, you know.
And I like the slang term that they were using in it, because at one point,
Pulsivians.
yeah, because at one point someone calls her a name in a language you can't read, but it has an asterisk next to it. And if you read the writer's note, it says translated to Pulslivians or whatever. Like we're supposed to even know what that means. Even
Yeah.
it's just
Yeah.
there's just so much acceptance and moving forward and roll with it. You're like, okay, let someone call me that in public.
Let me see if I can find this. Austin, what'd you think?
I think it looks really cool. Did Andrew do the art and colors too?
So I'm going to bring up the team here in just a second. I want to bring up another image here first, and then I'm going to do that. And I'll talk about the Torch team real quick. There it is. So here's a photo. Okay, let me bring up the Torch team. So it's written by AJ Rojek. He's a writer and creator. He's from Ohio. The pencils and inks are by Tom Hiskison. Hoskison, I think that's how you say it. He's from England, and now he's in Australia. The colors are by Daniela Barazone, I believe, from Milan. Wow, nice. And then the letterer is not Justin Birch. I think Justin does like everything for some reason. I don't know why. The letterer is by Joel Rodriguez. And Joel is the president and lead content developer at Metal Ninja Studios. Nice. So I could go over, the whole thing about each one of these, but they all have a background in illustration, graphic design, visual arts, digital media, basically anything to do with writing and design and color and all that stuff. So these are definitely really good people working together on this Kickstarter here.
Yeah, my kind of crew.
Yes. And I like that they're all from different areas too. But the creator is from, I will read the creator's bio real quick. He was born and raised in North Canton, Ohio. He has a bachelor's in digital media, which I also do, and a certification in audio engineering. He works full-time as a podcast manager. Nice. My horror short, The Guitar's Whale, has been published internationally. Ireland has the cover story for Lightning Strikes Anthology Volume 9, as well as the Brazilian horror magazine. This is his first full-length issue. So I've read a lot of Kickstarters because I get a lot of people that reach out to me on. Hey, thank you, Two Brothers. Appreciate that, man. Appreciate that. Thank you. Two Brothers Comics. If you don't know who they are, I mean, they're putting out like 2 or 3 videos a day lately. I felt like I was putting out a lot of content, and then they just blew me out of the water. You know what I mean? Like, they're just killing it right now, and every one of their videos is great. Every single one. Make sure you followed Two Brothers Comics. Great peeps for sure. Thank you for the $2.99 super chat. Really, really appreciate that. I'm assuming since it's Berkey Burke, that is Nick. That looks like a Nick purchase to me. Here's another panel here. I've been contacted a lot from people about Kickstarters for me to review them on the channel, and I appreciate anyone that does that. I have another one that I'm working on trying to get some stuff going with that, and I remember Magnus the Brave, and what was the one that we did, Ryan, just a couple months ago? It was really good.
Crossbones.
That was really good. I really enjoyed Crossbones, and so I appreciate everyone like reaching out to me about these Kickstarters so we can talk about these like independent, books that people may not, know about and that they feel like they might want to back, because there are some other stories that definitely can be told that are interesting, and this was definitely one of the better ones that I've read for sure.
That was a really cool moment right there too that you were just showing, where they ramped the car up into the air, and for that brief moment you have the reflection of space on her windshield, so you know exactly what she's looking at, and you can just see it on how much she's longing for, just reaching out to it.
Yeah,
Space. Yeah, she's just spaced out, and she's just as close as she's been up there for however long it's been. She's just in peace for that moment.
Thank you, Two Brothers. Thank you for another super chat. You guys are amazing. Hey, I did watch your video today, Symbiote Comics. This is a newer comic book YouTuber.
Yes, that dude's awesome.
I don't know how old he is. He didn't seem that old in his video to me. So
I just watched his first upload last night. It was fantastic.
So I appreciate that we are reaching all levels of comic book. Let me take this off Austin's face. Comic book levels for people that are interested, because that's nice. Like normally I look at my analytics and it's mostly 35, 45-year-olds, but it's nice that we're getting all different ages and whatnot. Thanks for the love. Absolutely. Yeah. Thanks for the love, guys. I really appreciate it. Yeah, absolutely. For sure, man. Sorry it took forever for me to get back to you. First Down's Rattle. Check it out. Yeah, do it. Do it, Trey. Do it, Trey. You must. I'm assuming KS page of chat. Let's check it out. Cool. Nice. Trey, you're from Ohio too. Nice. So yeah, I enjoyed it. I thought it was good. I've read a lot of Kickstarters, and this is definitely, like I said, one of the better ones for sure.
Mm-hmm.
The art was on point. The art and colors were on point. I really liked it. It looked like to me like it was sketched, and then some of it looked like it was sketched, some of it looked like it was digital. I don't know, but overall it was great. Very colorful. I love colors as a Power Ranger fan. So, you guys have anything else you want to add on Torch Reclaim the Sky?
I have an interview with AJ on my channel, so you can go check that out.
There is the link right there into the chat if you want to check it out. They are, and he has a whole video. It is like 4 minutes long, explaining what it is with a whole bunch of clips of the book. And I just saw it go up in money, so that's good. It looks like we are helping it, or at least bringing attention to it, so that's great. And there's a whole bunch of stuff on there, and it's really close to every physical backer will receive a Torch Armstrong trading card, and then there's 2 more that could possibly happen as well. So if you want to back it, the link is there. So
yeah, it looks cool. I'm going to take a look at the different pledge levels.
Nice. I like it. Okay, now I think it's time we talk Power Rangers 3. Enough of this Thor business. Power Rangers 3. I'll be honest. I reread it today because I read it early like a couple weeks ago, whenever I got it early. But I read it again today. And actually, I didn't read the physical copy. I read it digitally for some reason. But it's really good, and I've been saying this for a long time. It reminds me of Lost in Space. It reminds me of Lost in Space
A little
with
bit.
a sprinkle of Ender's Game in there as well. Add both of those together plus Power Rangers, and that's what you get with this Power Rangers series that we're only 3 issues into. That's what I feel like. Do you guys feel the same way reading this book?
I enjoyed it so much that I am not going to continue reading Mighty Morphin.
Really?
It is
Wow.
because this is so much better. I mean, Mighty Morphin had good colors and stuff like that. I read it, I enjoyed it, but I really liked reading this one. So I'm going to stick to Power Rangers, and I did my homework. I told you I'd read a few issues of Mighty Morphin. I did my part, and I think I'm done.
Dude, yeah, I mean, yeah, I see what you're saying. Like I said, like I've been saying for a while, this series is better for the casual reader than it is for a Power Rangers fan.
Well, it's not just better; it's way better.
Yeah, I mean, it feels more up to date with what we're seeing on TV and in movies and stuff anymore. Is like this exploration of genre through the filter of, whatever, this being Power Rangers. And I think that's really cool because it gives them an opportunity to explore like different possibilities without having to really commit to anything, They can say, what would horror Space Rangers be like? And just do that for these 2 issues. And now we know,
I think it's great. And you know what Ryan Parrott said on Twitter is that he has planned for these characters to come back. So I'm messaging Panda asking where he's at. We're just starting Power Rangers 3. Get in here.
Yeah, overall, this 3rd issue, like, it didn't do a ton, like, it was pretty straightforward. It was like just a wrap up to the. Yeah, I mean, it was a lot of wrap up to the last issue, but it was still good. Like, I'm still happy with what they're doing with Power Rangers.
Mark?
I wasn't too happy with this issue. I love the last issue and how it kind of, to me, it felt like we're in like a Power Ranger version of Alien. Like I got the dynamic feeling like Lost in Space for sure, but like the actual plot and the way that they're moving and there's something on the ship and they didn't know what it was and they were separated and everything. It felt to me like I was like in a Power Ranger version of Alien. And I thought that was awesome. And it bummed me out right out of the gate in this when they self-identified the own genre of book I'm reading. I think it was Zach that did it. And I'm like, oh, come on, man. You just broke my illusion. But overall, I enjoyed it. That kind of bummed me out because I thought that they were into a good pace and a good style with that, and they killed my mood. But overall, just felt like a throwaway issue just to kind of double down on the dynamic of Draken's going to do whatever he needs to do to try to survive, and he still can't trust the guy though. Like him, just
yeah. I mean,
what
that
are we-
was
what
the
are we
only
gonna
piece
get
of
from the
insight we
Imperial?
got out of this little story here.
with the same insight they gave us in the last one. When are we going to get to the
Yeah.
Imperial? Give us something to that. This was an episode of classic Star Trek in Power Ranger form. It was fun. Let's go. Let's go.
This is what I personally think. I don't know if you guys will agree with me or not, but here's what I'm thinking. So, I mean, the Imperials didn't exist until after Shattered Grid, right? And
well, yeah, because they're connected to Zordon, so they must have existed long before.
but like we don't see it until okay. So I'm
Yeah,
gonna
we
go
haven't seen them until recently.
the story covers, right?
Mhm.
And the Red Emissary is looking for Draken, right? And one of the Imperials shows up, okay? And Draken is supposed to be helping them go across the galaxy to try to take out the Imperials, right? So what if every single thing they're going through is coming from, what's up, Tony Sanders? How's it going, man? Is coming from that nightmare. Because at the end you see that they're going, I don't know how he figured out a way to go through space to get to his nightmare world. but he's figured out a way. And I think this whole time, Draken, he doesn't ever do anything unless it's on purpose, right? I feel like this whole time it's been leading to this. Every single thing, he's like, oh, they're coming. Talk about the Imperials. Then he's like, okay, let's see how they do against the Horde. Okay, now that they've passed that, now I want to take them to my, what does he say? My nightmare world. And he also tells
he's grooming them.
I think so. And there's something happening. And the guy says to Draken, he goes, what does he say? We could have ruled the universe. And he says, don't worry, Your Highness. I intend to. So
that'd be pretty cool if all of this was absolutely on purpose, because then you can go back to issue 1 when Jason breaks him out and he just kind of smiles. He's like, you always were my favorite.
Yes.
Like this is his plan going into action. That would be fantastic.
Yes. Yeah, I think it's epic. It's been really good, and I thought this issue was great. And it was nice to hear Austin say that he's going to continue reading this as a person that's not even a Power Rangers fan. That's nice to hear.
Yeah, I really liked it. I'm glad that you guys turned me on to it. But like I said, I like this one so much better than I did Mighty Morphin. That Mighty Morphin's just out. But yeah, I'm actually looking forward to the next issue on this and seeing where it goes. And I think that, Mark, you're saying that you were kind of disappointed on a couple levels here. I don't have the same attachment to these characters, to any of these characters, actually, that you do. So I don't know if that helps me or hurts me in any way. But yeah, I'm pretty damn happy with it so far.
Oh, it's just my eagerness, really. It's a combination with, because I kind of read them as a pair. You get Mighty Morphin and Power Rangers. For me, that's like one reading event. I kind of look at them hand in hand because those stories and plot are progressing together. And you're going to get to a point where, whether you like it or not, you're going to be reading Mighty Morphin again. There's no probably to it. You will. These titles are intertwined.
At the end of 2021, yeah.
They're going to go back and forth. If you don't think for 1 second we're going to see the Omega Rangers fight the Mighty Morphin team on some level for some point, it's happening. And that's just the nature of the Power Ranger comics. Like you have different stuff going on, but they come together and then they go back. They have their little events. But I read them as a pair, and that nostalgic feel, like it's a huge, huge built-in crutch for me. It'll carry me through the weakest storyline of Mighty Morphin every time. And that reading these as a pair, they went back to that Mighty Morphin feel. Like it got back to feeling proper. So that was an issue for me. And this one wasn't a bad issue. Like I said, with these Rangers, I'm just ready to see this cosmic plot start to take fold. And we got 1 page, and that wasn't bad. I mean, I get it. They're building a dynamic, and this was a huge jumping on point for a lot of people. So they really have to make sure they take care of those readers as well, and don't just assume that everybody are grown man-child that have Power Ranger collections in their spare rooms, because everyone doesn't.
Yeah, I felt the same about Power Rangers 3 as I did King and Black 3, really. Like, it was a good read. It wasn't bad by any means. It just didn't really progress anything. And that's the one thing I do hate about it, But everything else, it was good.
The same thing happened.
I was going to say, just like one more reason to compare the two.
Even the color palettes are the same. You got the red, the blue.
Yeah, the red and blue stabbing through the chest. The person that's stabbing with their mouth open. So
you don't stab someone with your mouth closed, Steve.
Yeah.
That's true.
That's stabbing etiquette 101.
Bad etiquette, bad form.
You got to do it like what's his name, Donald Blake in that last issue of Thor. You got to take him to dinner and eat a ultra rare steak. And
what's up, Carlito? How's it going, man? Hey, I got something for you over here. You saw it. I sent you a message about it. You saw it. Everyone else will see it tomorrow.
I saw it.
You did see it, yes.
Because
Remy, you saw it, yeah. And everyone else will see it tomorrow. It's pretty cool.
Everyone who joins the Burke family channel can see it early.
Yes. Yes. If you're a friend or family tier. What's up, Dale? How's it going? if you're a friend or family tier, you can usually see all videos early. Sometimes I put it out to everyone. Really quick, Dale has a possible name change he's doing. I wanted to let me pull up the name change, and I want to ask your guys' opinion on it.
Do we get a vote?
He's thinking about doing Dale's House of Comics. He does like that, but it's there's underscores in between each one. I think if you're going to do it, skip the underscores and do a regular house versus HAUS.
Make searching it easier.
Or just do Dale's Comics. I don't know.
Yeah.
Skip Dale's house though.
Carlito's saying hi. Carlito's OG, man. I've known Carlito for like 3 years now. Good dude. Real good dude.
He's a classic, man.
What's that?
He's a classic.
He's a dude. I'll tell you what, and he likes himself some of that that whiskey.
Ooh.
Good
Whiskey's
stuff.
good.
And cigars. So, and movies. He likes himself some movies too. So yeah, Power Rangers 3, really good. You guys got anything else you guys want to talk about it on it?
Ready for the next issue.
Yeah, I am too. Okay.
I want to see him bring in the coinless very badly.
Me too.
I want to see that have something to do with taking out the Imperial, like getting the coinless Zeo crystal somehow.
I got sent this by someone. Let me see who it was from. I want to say it was Vincent. I want to show this off really quick, and then I want to talk to you guys about something else. This is from Vincent McLean, the Comic Machine.
Dude,
He sent it to me
that's
earlier.
fantastic.
This is his comic book wall. Everyone is sending me their comic walls, and you can, and I'll show it. This is pretty sick. He showed it off in his video that he dropped, I think, earlier this morning. Pretty cool stuff. I like it. I like how it looks kind of like a comic wall at like a store. You know what I mean? Like, hey, I might pick up that Death Metal top row, or that Mr. Miracle there, or definitely that TMNT right there in the middle. Pretty cool. Pretty
I
cool.
got to get my hands on some of that shelving.
Yeah. Yeah, it looks like my days back working retail with these things here on the side and plugging into it.
I like that first Hellboy in the middle too. That
Where?
next Men 21 facing you in the dead center. The one not on the shelf on the wall, dead center.
Oh, that one right there. Okay, all right. Duh. Yeah, I like that. TMNT 4 right there. That's right. There we go. I like it. Sorry, TNT number 1, 4th print. So I like it. If anyone has a comic book wall and you want me to share it, send that to me, and I'll share it. How about Dale to Astonish?
That's fire.
That's
That
hilarious.
is fire.
That's pretty funny.
Yeah.
I like that.
That's it right
That's
there.
it. Dude, you're not going to get any better than that.
Right.
What's up, Jeff Schultz? How's it going, man? One love from Chicago. Hey, I will tell you that if you like Chicago, check out the new Radiant Black book that comes out very soon. Sales for that book have already reached 70,000 pre-sale, and it'll only go up from there. And I'll tell you, I mean, Kyle Higgins is writing it, and it's very good, very good. So I already want to read issue 2, even though issue 1 hasn't come out yet. But I've read it. It's good.
Weird flex, but okay.
I flex way too much. Okay.
That's where all the sleeves went.
The sleeves went, yep.
Yeah, I do flex way too much. Romix Studios. Which book did you get this week that you want to talk about? I'm sure that I've read it.
Yes.
I've not read it.
Which one is that?
I really wanna
Worlds
hear
of War?
I'm thinking about it.
Yeah.
Future State, Superman, World of War. Okay,
Your
so tell me,
cover's way better than mine.
tell me about that book.
I thought it definitely had a good lead into it. I mean, in the end, for the story. Well, first, let me address the 7 or 8.99. Because everybody talks about those. This is a Silver Age bag and board because I couldn't get it to fit in a regular bag and board. Like I mean, it's a big book. There were 4 different stories that were in it. The main story had a really good lead in. I feel like if I had to describe the cover to the story, it was a little clickbaity.
Oh, really?
This really
Doesn't have
drew
it?
me in. And again, they had a really good build up to it, and I'm really excited for the next one. But again, it was I don't know. Mark, I don't know if you have something else. I don't want to
Dude.
expose too much because nobody's
Dude.
read it, but it's
Spoil that stuff so that way.
Spoil it, man. Spoil it. Go ahead.
well, okay. So it starts out where a lot of folks are kind of speculating what happened to Superman. That part I got really sucked into because it was pretty cool. I mean, like everybody had different ideas on who Superman is, who he was, what he possibly could have done. I mean, one person said that they thought maybe he was like a shapeshifter, and he just went from planet to planet and would like solve their problems and then move on. And he was eternal and would just do this forever. And like all these different ideas on if he was dead, if he was alive, like where was that? And I thought that was really cool. And then they kind of build up to this one part where he's actually being drugged into like an arena. In a crate or
A Coliseum.
It's a Coliseum, and they kind of smash open whatever's holding him in there, and you see him for a moment. You see a group of people coming at him, and it's a to be continued. I mean, it's like there was not one. It wasn't one swing. There wasn't any it literally got you right to the edge of the seat there, and they were like, "All right, now you're gonna have to."
That reminds me of like the trailer for I think it was the Civil War movie, Captain America: Civil War, where they always showed in the trailer them flying toward each other, but you never saw them collide in the trailer. Is that how? Like that's what it sounds like it ended like.
It was definitely left on a cliffhanger.
Yeah.
When I first read it, I'm like, oh, come on, because I've been amped. Like when they announced Future State, I didn't plan on picking hardly any of it up. I planned on picking up the Superman title, and that was close to it. And I saw that he was going to be on War World. I saw he had the Kingdom Come S on his chest, and I was pumped for it. And the intro was really long. I mentioned that to some of y'all before, how it kind of had this really long introduction to it, which initially reading it, I was a little upset because I wanting to get to the meat and potatoes and stuff. But looking back on it, that intro was awesome. And how Remy just pointed out how they're speculating on all these different possibilities that Superman could be this or that was so cool. And when they get to War World and they're dragging him out in that crate and you hear a voice just dialoguing, talking trash, and you see a speech bubble from the crate asking the scared person in there with him, "What's your name? What's your name?" And they bust it open. Dude gives Superman his name, and he just looks at it and says, "Stay behind me. You'll make it home tonight." And he just pulls out his sword, and that's what it ends on. Dude, goosebumps, man. I'm like, it wasn't a lot of that, but that little bit they gave us was fire. And someone mentioned
I think he says you'll make it home, and then he said we'll both make it home.
Dude,
and then it just.
And the person talking trash was like, "See what's left of them, depowered, blah blah blah." So this isn't like the Kryptonian fighting to the death, saving people. This is Clark, on some level. How powerful he is, we don't know. But I was wanting more content on War World, and there's 4 backup stories in this 68-page behemoth, and every one of those backup stories were good. Every one of them were good.
And they all had to do with War World.
They all had to do with War World. So you're wanting more War World. They're like, here you go, here you go, here you go, here you go, in different levels. Because there are levels to War World, they start giving it to you in onion peels. And I don't even want to get into details on the Midnighter story, but dang, the Midnighter story was absolutely savage. So you have Mr. Miracle, Midnighter, and the Black Racer all present on War World, all trying to take it down. So this is about as packed as you can get a book, and it didn't focus completely heavy on Kal-El, but they will give us plenty of that. I'm sure this was perfect groundwork. It was a perfect start to it. You see how Earth's dealing with it. You see what Clark's doing. You see what everyone else is up to around him. I enjoyed it.
Yeah, Earth was pretty cool too because it was. I mean, it was kind of like a. It was kind of eerie almost. It was almost like a cult of
was.
like. I mean, that's what it was. Like they were all gathering around where his landing site was, and it was like they were discussing all of the the different thoughts of exactly what happened.
Taking his high school
the
chemistry paper.
You guys are getting me hyped
philosophy
right now.
of Superman. So
Dude,
You guys
there's
are getting
people
Mark
there,
was the
like-
reason why I got it. Like he was talking about it, and I was like, all right, I got to pick it up.
and I couldn't even get that cover. This was
saw it, I
literally
was
the
like, yeah, I
only
gotta
one I
grab
got 2 covered. That one was sold out, dude. All my LCSs are getting sold out. Like everyone's calling up, and books that aren't on their pool list are asking to get them thrown in their box, and there's hardly anything Future State hitting shelves. And I have numerous shops in Augusta that hit all at open. So it's gangbustering, man. But those backup stories, again, they might not all be for your personal preference, but they are all well written. They're well structured into the bigger picture of the story that they contain in, except for the Sirens. And the Batgirls one was a waste of a story that was in the next
Horrible.
Batman. But the end of it, I see what it's a purpose to it. The Sirens one was just for fun. That was literally just for fun, not even in context of anything else in Future State. But dude, all of this was meat and potatoes. Every bit of this book.
You can get anyone hyped on anything DC or Future State, Mark. You absolutely love that. Ryan, did you read the Superman book? I know you've been all about that Future State as well.
Yeah, I read that one. I mean, the exact same thing they said. Like, it is absolutely not what I expected based on the title or any of the covers. I thought we were about to get like Superman fighting it out, but they gave you something completely different, and it was actually pretty good. Like the ride is just like a whole lot of fun, and I hope they can hold the momentum. Because you're only getting like if this was an every 2 weeks Future State book, I think this cliffhanger would have been better. But I don't know. It's gonna be hard to see if they hold that excitement for a whole month to get people to read it again. The other weird thing is like a whole issue of setup for a whole issue of payoff. Like, it's kind of a lot of setup for a story that's only going to be taking place in 2 books. But overall, the story is really good. The journey was a lot of fun, and that Midnighter story, the way they like circle that back around to the main story, I was like, what? Like, I thought like there was going to be something else, like pick up this book to get the rest of this Midnighter story, and like no, they just put it in a backup story there, and it's promising. Like it delivers on everything it promises when they set it up in the story. So,
and looking back on the
I
title,
enjoyed it.
Looking back on the title, it couldn't have been a better title. It doesn't say World of War, referencing War World. It's Worlds. You got Earth is in shambles. Clark is in shambles. You have New Genesis characters in there. You have Mongol. Like there's so many different layers to that. It wasn't what we were expecting, but it was something more accurate to what it's titled.
Yeah.
I thought the Midnighter story as well was nice because that did key in a lot of action. So the actual Superman story kind of left you with that cliffhanger as you're going through. You did get plenty of action through the other stories, and so that one definitely. That was just action packed. It just started and it kept going.
That's a great question. I see what DC is doing here with these $8-9 books. They're like, okay, we're going to get these people that like Batgirl and these other characters enough to spend $9 on this book. But also, we're going to get these people that will spend no matter what $8 or $9 in a Batman or Superman, whatever book to buy this. And then you're also going to get this extra stuff. Like they're basically selling 2 books in one.
4. This was 4 solid books.
Well, but I'm saying usually a book is what, $3.99, $4.99. So they're selling 2 books with but you're getting 4 stories. Just a couple of them are condensed. So I see what they're doing. They're limiting how much they're printing. They're charging more, but you're getting more as well. And you're getting it from the people that already would have bought it or the people that are super fans of those particular characters. So I see what they're doing there.
I said earlier in the chat that I don't need to read Future State. I just watch Mark's videos about it and get the gist of everything.
Dude, he does a great job hyping people up about it and telling people about it. Yeah.
I don't know how I retained it. I read the entire Future State catalog for the week in one sitting.
Holy cow.
Crazy.
I was on the clock.
So, hey, real quick. What was everyone's favorite book that they read this week?
I might. That's a good one.
Ruby?
Yeah, I'm gonna stick with this one. This was good.
Yeah.
Like it. We got 4 DC. Boom. Nice.
Now I do
Dude,
say
it
that with
was
the
a hard
caveat,
book.
I have not read that many books this week, but this one was a lot of fun.
We talked King of Black 3 at the very beginning. About 10 minutes in, we talked about it. We talked about Thor getting like for about 30 minutes. Remy Q didn't like it.
Let's talk about it again. Come on, rewind it.
It was good, but see, they both like King of Black, and that's good. That's good. What is this?
Look at this interior art.
What is that? Oh, that's Wonder
That's
Woman.
Immortal Wonder Woman. It is gorgeous. I don't know who this person is. Conrad.
See, I still need to read Wonder Woman, Yara Floor. I got it over here somewhere.
Yeah, that's a good one too.
Yeah, and then go ahead and pick up Superman, Wonder Woman, and Justice League to get her whole story.
I don't know where it's at. It's around here somewhere. I really don't know where it's at, but I did buy it. So it sucked if I lost it. It's around here somewhere.
Austin, did you read that one?
Which one?
The Yara Flora Wonder Woman?
Nope. Honestly, the next Batman is the only. The next Batman, the first Harley Quinn, and Swamp Thing are the only future state that I've read so far.
Out of those, the only book out of those 3 that I would tell someone who's not big on DC or future state to read would be Swamp Thing. I wouldn't even. Next Batman would be hard. It's kind of that's a tough sell in my opinion for someone who's not necessarily invested. Batman's Batman, so they're just safe betting the heck out of all the Batman stuff. And I think that the best thing that they've delivered out of all the Batman titles so far was Catwoman and Nightwing. Easily. And it was really just because of the caveats that lead into Dark Detective. How everyone was underwhelmed with Dark Detective is because they're really counting on Batman's popularity to spread into these books so they could tell a bigger, more detailed, better story instead of condensing it into 2 and 3 issue stories. But dude, when they had that reveal in Catwoman, I literally got vocal. I'm like, oh.
I really wasn't sure where that was headed, man. And then they revealed it. I was like, what? Okay.
That was really good too.
And they made
This is
Onomatopoeia
really
cool. Dude, Onomatopoeia, that weird villain who talks in onomatopoeias, like he gets freed from the train and Catwoman's like, look, if I free you, it's just simple. We're gonna have to fight together, we're gonna die. Are you in? And he just kind of says a goofy word or whatever you want to call it. And first thing he does, she's all nervous, he just picks up a bag and dips some blood on it and draws an onomatopoeia of some sort on it, puts it on, and game over.
Yeah.
Game over. Just walks into a room of bad guys, bang, bang, pow, and they're just flying. You're like, oh my god, that was wicked.
Going to hunt for key back issues tomorrow. Do it. Good to know what you guys thought. I avoided future state to ensure the survival of my wallet. Just gonna pick up what would be stuff. Okay. The next Batman 1 and 2, very, very good. Flash was really good. Nightwing was incredible. Absolutely incredible. Shazam was good.
Dude, we should talk on that for a second.
What?
Shazam.
It was good. It was good. I wasn't a huge fan of the Dark Detective, but I do have this coming up next. I'm going to read this either tonight or tomorrow morning. Finally, heard nothing but good things, and I feel like I need to pick up Justice League stuff because I've heard great things.
Say, have you gotten Justice League or Teen Titans? Because both of those were really good.
Oh,
too.
Teen Titans was epic.
Yeah,
I love the ending to Teen Titans.
It was nuts.
I'm really excited about Teen
I've
Titans.
never seen so much content packed into one single book in my life.
Oh my gosh,
ever.
so good. I thought it was
Alan Moore style.
They were telling entire stories with one page at a time.
Yeah.
I loved that he was donning his original Nightwing suit.
Yes, before he threw that twist on it.
Right. But it matched too. That was what was really cool. You know, like all lined up perfect.
Yeah.
So that's happening like 10 or 15 years into the future, right? The Teen Titans versus Nightwing happens, what, like 5 years in the future or something?
Yeah, that sounds accurate.
No, what is it?
Nightwing should be in the 2025, right?
Nightwing 2025 and Teen Titans 2027. Yeah. So he has
Oh, so that's 2 years later.
he has a mental break in that 2-year span.
Okay, I gotcha. Future State, there are like 2 issues, right?
Most of them.
Some of them there's 4. I want to say
Only
the
Batman.
next Batman there's 4. I think.
Superman versus Imperious Lex will be 3, and Dark Detective is 4, and Batman is 4. Everything else is
2.
3. 2.
Swallow, if you want to come on sometime, man, we'd love to have you talk comics, man. If you want to review them, I know you're all about the spec and whatnot and helping people with that. But if you ever want to come on, man, love to have you, for sure. Yeah, Future State has blown me away, and as someone like Remy Q that doesn't normally pick up weekly books.
Not weekly books or DC. That's the other thing. Like, this was me diving into DC just because of what you guys had said. And it was, I mean, all I've heard was controversy on whether or not it was going to be good. And you guys were like, oh, I think this is going to be really good. You're getting more story. And so, yeah, this is me really venturing again, like moving away from Marvel. And I didn't even think twice about like going back this week and Superman and Shazam and all those. Like, I picked those up without even a question because I was like, it's good. It definitely is good.
It's been awesome watching the evolution of Future State. Going into it, everyone's like, I'm skipping it. It's going to be garbage. And then you started getting the buzz about it. And then I started diving in deep on what it's going to be. And we started talking about it and fleshing it out. And it's like, yeah, maybe I'll pick up a couple titles. And then you got like me who went heavy on it. And then the next week, I said, after the first few, I'm like, I'm getting all of them. I went back and Ryan's been getting all of them. Steve's been picking up heavy.
I love it.
Yeah.
I mean, I appreciate DC putting this effort in. Even if it was a strategic move for them to save money on newer, cheaper writers and artists, they needed it. That's what they needed right now.
A fresh story.
I think it's also, and again, just from somebody new to it, it's easy to get into it. You know what I mean? Like they make it very easy explaining what is happening, and then that's it. You know, like I don't feel like I need to go back and like patch together a bunch of years of books to get where we're at. And so that's what's exciting is I'm actually able to start with this issue and go with it.
The new format of their continuity that started at Future State, where everything that's ever happened in DC is considered canon now. Anything that you remember from DC or know or heard is 100% correct now. And there's, it's this new wide open continuity. It's never really been done on this scale like this before with them. So it's the absolute perfect jumping on point for anybody.
I'm going to link.
You can literally Wikipedia anything you need to know now, and it's in the DC history, and you got it.
So has there been any new news in regards to DC's plans post Future State?
Infinite Frontier.
So there's Infinite Frontier, and then we're going to get Batman 106 right after, and they're going to go back to the new, like the same numbering system from before. But I think what's happening in Future State and everything, obviously from Death Metal, is going to have rippling effects from all of that.
We pick up where Death Metal left off, where the heroes and villains are basically hodgepodge into, like, if you look at the solicitation for Justice League, you have heroes and villains on the team. You get like a new team of Suicide Squad, Superman and Action still running, Batman and Detective. You're changing up some of the artists on some of the stuff. You're going to see these backup stories go on beyond Future State. Like the Batman's going to have a Robin backup story included in it, and other titles. You're not packing 4 on each one like that. But where these titles that they canceled, you're still going to see them included as backup stories in their bigger books.
Sorry, I don't mean to jump in.
Oh, you're fine. I'm sorry. I'll ramble.
No, you're good. I just linked the DC Future State preview Ryan and Mark and I did. We put it on all of our channels, like so you can see it in mine, any of theirs. I linked Ryan's. It's the same video, but I feel like we did a pretty good job of like outlaying like what we liked about the first wave of books, which was the first week. I believe there was 6 books. Yeah, 6 books, as every one of us did too. And every week it's gotten good, gotten better. And Jeff Schultz says it perfectly. Future State was a make or break moment for DC. And overall, I do agree that they've so far passed with flying colors. If we can get more Marvel fans or just comic book fans in general to read even more DC books, that would be great for the community. Because just a couple of years ago, Mark and I were talking about how DC Rebirth, they kicked the crap out of Marvel. Like that first year of Rebirth, like everyone was talking about how great DC is doing. We're like, wow, what does Marvel need to do to step up their game? And then they stepped up their game, and everyone's talking about how bad DC was doing. So you said it perfectly when you said it to me earlier, Mark, when I was talking to you. It comes in ebbs and flows. Everyone at a certain point likes something, and then they don't like something. And I think right now DC Future State's killing it for sure.
Well, that competition is needed in order to get great content.
Yep.
Absolutely. And I want to say my LCS said that only 18% of his sales are from DC books. Everything else is from Marvel or Indies. And I want to say that it's also told me that that number has gone up since Future State started. So obviously everyone wants the number ones of that, and they want something fresh and new as well. And this has definitely been fresh and new. So
I'm excited for Infinite Frontier. Hopefully when we get to the actual back into the continuity of DC, we'll see it keep moving. And there'll be a lot of new number ones and not a lot of new first appearances. And
hold
I'm
on.
looking forward.
We have a panda.
What's going on, everybody?
What up, Panda? How you doing?
Not much, man. Not much. I just wanted to jump on, say what's up with you guys. Sorry, I've been dealing with a whole bunch of family stuff, and we just recently had to take our dog to the vet, so we're watching our dog. So, yeah, it's
You
just
are-
one thing after another.
It literally is one thing
Yeah.
after another. I'm sorry, man. That's tough. Your boy ICP
Okay.
Vinny is up in here. Vinny's been talking about comic books and Future State with us, and I feel like you've said from the beginning you are not going to get any Future State stuff.
I got you, Panda. I got you, baby, right here.
Woo!
Yeah, just got the colors inverted, baby.
That's amazing. What is that hat? What is it?
Dragon Ball Z in it.
Dragon Ball Z.
Gosh. Sup, Panda.
Hey, what's up, Dale?
He's also wearing the correct hat too. Yes. Nice. I need to get a hat because everyone else is wearing hats like every single time, and I'm never wearing a hat. So I guess I need to get one. And my hair is pretty terrible too. So, does our excitement about the Future State make you want to grab even just one book or no?
The next Batman, but I heard a little bit of what you guys were talking about, and I don't know if I want to pay for that backstory if it's just going to be trash.
The backstories.
Issue 1 backstories were amazing. Issue 2, they did the polar opposite for some reason.
I thought the backstories in issue 2 were okay.
Yeah.
The next Batman story is amazing. The extra stories in the next Batman number 2 were terrible, if I'm being honest. But not every single one of the DC books has that. Like Teen Titans and Nightwing don't, and those were incredible reads. And you know, I love the Teen Titans and Nightwing, anyways. But
Yeah.
this has the next Batman in it,
Oh, okay.
so that's pretty cool. And this has some little Deathstroke stuff in it too. So that's
That was
cool.
wild.
Is that cover A?
That's
This
cover B.
is cover B.
Cover B? I really like that cover.
It's the
Yeah.
same person that did the yeah, there it is. Same person that did the Batman The Adventures Continue variants.
Oh, okay.
Oh, okay.
I can see that.
And as you can see, he's wearing his OG Nightwing costume. So,
Nice.
Like the that's like the Nightfall era, isn't it?
What's that? Yeah, Nightfall era.
Isn't that like the Nightfall era?
it is.
Hey,
Yeah,
what
that was
happened?
a really cool
What
era.
happened with Ryan?
Yeah, like the
I don't know. I don't know if he had internet issues. I don't know. He looked like there was something going on though, when like he kept taking his headphones off, like he was hearing something from one of his family members. I don't know.
He said something about not liking Dragon Ball Z and your hat. And then he just left.
Then he was gone.
It's like,
Yeah, he can Kamehameha his way out of here then.
The fact that you had to ask what the hat was, I'm really disappointed. You know, if you want to talk sports, I'm your guy. I know everything there is to know about sports. And
Steve, you talked about this one earlier, so you had that one on the.
Oh, that's
that
sweet.
that's my favorite turtle.
Yeah.
So
Actually,
I
this
just
is
seen
just
in the
patch. I just patched it on the hat. So
Oh, nice.
yeah, if I run out of hats, I try to make them. So
Vinny
Dude,
ordered all the Future State second prints. Those awesome matching covers.
yeah, I like those designer covers for sure.
Yeah, that's it.
I'm gonna have to get you make me a Burke Family 54 Comics hat.
Yep, there you go.
That'd be sweet. A black hat with that white around it, and then the purple in the middle. That'd be sweet. That would be sweet. Panda, what did you get this week? I want to say you said you picked up one book.
No, I picked up one book last week.
Okay. What'd you get this week?
Let's see. I've got my Storefolio with me here.
Okay, hold on. Here we go. Which I still need to order some more stickers so I can finally put my logo on that Storefolio. I need that
I
advertising.
know. I've got a whole bunch of people on here, including DJ Links and all that. Two brothers and all that.
Nice. Dude, that DJ Link's poster that he got in that video, holy cow, that was crazy awesome.
Oh, I know, right?
Really cool.
Okay, so I ended up getting Mighty Morphin 3, Power Rangers 3,
Mm-hmm.
King in Black 3.
Mhm.
I'm still reading Avengers, which if you guys haven't been reading Avengers, it's been pretty good. I haven't read this week's though, so I'm looking forward to that. I got the TMNT ongoing, number 113.
Is that a variant?
What's that? Yeah,
that
it's the Eastman variant. I've been picking up all the Eastman variants.
That's an Eastman variant?
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah, this is Eastman.
That's sweet, dude.
Says it right there.
Yep, I see it. As it got closer to camera, I could see those lines that look like his.
Yeah. And then I picked up Once in Future.
Yeah, I got
And
that.
then-
digital.
You say what?
I read that digitally.
Oh, did you? Yeah, I'm looking forward to reading it. I haven't gotten a chance to read it. But I did get to thumb through this one. The Best of Leonardo.
Is
Oh,
it good?
man.
That's
It's
next
pretty
on my
good so
list.
far, yeah.
So, from what I understand, from the last couple TMNT, the Best of whoever, like they had the original micro series and then the current micro series, and then there's usually a third one in there as well. And I've honestly read, so like for Raphael and what was the other one? Donatello. I had read 2 out of the 3 stories in there already, but one of them, like I hadn't read in color because it was obviously when they printed the original micro series, they were all black and white. So it's always nice to read those again in color. So especially the Donatello one,
Yeah.
the original micro series one with the Kirby in there, I really enjoyed that with being in color. So
Yeah. And of course, I'm waiting for my last, the best of. They saved the best for last, so
they saved the last Ronin for last.
And on that cover you got was the turtle holding the scepter from TMNT 3, the movie.
Ooh.
no.
Did they time traveled with? You know what I'm talking about?
Did you read this?
Yeah.
Did you read
So it's kind of like that
it? It does look
because she is a time traveling turtle. Yeah. So I don't know how that is, but this is the future Lita. So
what you're saying is I should have grabbed that this week.
probably.
Now I'm gonna look on the old bay. Oh man.
Are there a bunch of first appearances in this issue?
The cover A is going for $20. Cover B is going for 10. The 1 and 10 is going for 25.
Dang.
Man, I just picked this up because I liked the cover. I didn't even know anything was going on with it.
Now I'm going to text my LCS owner because I was going to get it next week anyways because I just had a huge week. I don't want to grab too much.
Yeah.
Ryan, no, can you put a goodness gracious.
He's going to respond, ha ha ha, we're sold out.
He's like, yeah, no problem. $25.
Sure thing, $25. Yeah, exactly.
That FOMO's kicking in. What happens to the issue that makes it?
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's
what
what-
happened?
Oh, I haven't read it yet. I don't know the significance of that issue. I know it's got something to do with that future Lita, though. So
Has she appeared before in the comics?
On the cover, right?
as a baby, I know they or as a child or whatever.
yeah,
They even had her on the cover of. Do you remember what issue that was?
105.
It was 105.
Mhm.
Yeah, and that's still going for a pretty hot penny right now.
Yeah, it's still going for $25, $15 to $25 on eBay.
that's not this one, is it?
Yeah, that's the one.
Yeah,
Oh wait,
101.
101. That's
101.
the
Yeah, and your hand is covered. There you go. There she is.
The reveal.
Well, yeah, see her appearance anywhere.
That's the one of 10, and that's the one everyone wants, because there's a couple other firsties in there as well. But that's $100 book. I don't know what Austin paid for it, but that's $100
Cover
book.
price.
Jeez. Who's your favorite turtle? Rimikyu?
Raph.
Raph. Raph is the guy.
Yep.
What about you, Mark?
I just want to point out, Raph is probably going to be the first turtle to die in Last Ronin, but Mikey's my favorite.
Okay. Austin, who's yours?
Jenica all day.
Oh my god! Oh my god! You knew that was going to get a rise out of me.
Yeah, I only said that to put a smile on Panda's face. Leonardo. I've always been a fan of the swords.
Yeah.
That was Edwin the Comic Jabroni's favorite as well. So
Yeah, his favorite used to be Michelangelo, and then as he got older
He got
and
one.
going through the army and stuff, he started, traveling more towards Leonardo.
my favorite as a kid was Mikey too, and then as I got a little bit older, I started liking Raph more because he's a guy you'd want in your corner if things go wrong, and I liked his attitude. So there's always good storylines going around him too. So Panda, real quick, we went over these books earlier. Have you read King of Black 3?
I did.
I want to hear your quick thoughts on Power Rangers 3, King of Black 3. You got 1 minute. No, I'm just kidding. Take however long you want. What are your thoughts on each one?
Let's see. King and Black 3, I'll start off with that. Thor made no sense coming in. There was no precursor to him coming in. It made no sense that he came in. I've been reading the Thor line. I don't know how he's escaped from that reality yet. It's just like, okay, so none of it tied in. So where did he come from? And why wasn't he there before in the very beginning to start off with? Like, what was holding him up? He just showed up and everyone's like, oh, there's Thor. Like, nobody made a big deal about it. He's been there just waiting in the rafters.
Right.
So that kind of was disappointing. And then here he is. He's there. Gives one really cool punch to Null, breaking off his jaw just flying out everywhere. That was really cool. And then he gets stabbed in the back, just like in Power Rangers 3, like we were talking about.
Yes.
Yeah. He just gets stabbed in the back out of nowhere. And it was just like, God, nobody's watching their back like ever.
No, including the reverse flash in Flashpoint. The exact same.
Yeah. Oh, man. Same thing. Yeah, I don't understand. It would have been a really cool reveal. I mean, had there been some sort of precursor or something leading up to it, like saying, okay, Thor's coming, that'd be cool. Maybe like in a tie-in somewhere where we would have thought like Thor, the regular line that we have, but he's still trapped in that, reality that was holding Donald Blake. So how did he get out of that? So we're still there in that run. And then he just shows up out of nowhere in King of Black. Like, Okay.
So
You
it
know what I
sounds like
want to
you-
do? I want to take a look at the delays that Thor had, because I wonder if it's already been written, but because of delays, that book or that issue hasn't come out yet. Maybe.
I was wondering the same thing.
Oh,
I was
that
wondering the
could
same
be
thing.
true. Yeah. But King in Black was cool. I like the reveal in the end. Did you guys talk about the reveal
Yeah.
with
Yeah,
the
Silver Surfer Black.
Black? Yeah. Definitely thinking that Dylan's gonna take out the black out of Silver Surfer.
You were talking about that too. Yep.
Yeah.
It makes total sense. And people were asking earlier how he got it. He got that was
excuse
the
me.
Silver Surfer Black storyline that happened when Silver Surfer Black originally fought Null. And it was actually a pretty close fight in that Silver
Yeah.
Surfer storyline. So
I did like the storyline that they're trying to lead up to, like with all the dark, there's going to be light.
mhm.
Just trying to figure out what the light source is. You know, if it's God holding up like a light bulb or something. I don't know. Just it's going to be somewhere, and I don't know if Silver Surfer is going to play anywhere in the light, or if he is the light source, or if he's the herald of the light. I don't know. And we were talking about that before, how we thought, that'd be really cool where all the heroes all try something, and then now it's going to be all the villains coming in with Thanos coming in with that Infinity Gauntlet, or that hammer with all the Infinity Stones all over it. So
Where is
How many
it?
issues is King in Black?
I thought it was 6. Oh, is it 5? Okay.
is it 5 or 6?
I don't know. Yeah. This is what I want to see this happen really bad.
Yeah.
I want to see it happen.
That Black Gauntlet just looks really badass.
Yes. Yes, it does. And it looks like symbiote stuff down here too, anyways, doesn't it?
Yeah. Well, I don't know if it's going to be all the Marvel zombie stuff coming in through.
True. I don't know.
Yeah.
So it sounds like you liked it, but you didn't like certain parts of it too.
Yeah. I just would have liked a little bit more explanation on where Thor's been, where'd he come from, like what was holding him up the whole time. Like why are we just now waiting till now for him to show up? So Carlito, what up?
Is Carlito still here?
Yeah.
He's still here. Carlito, my dude.
So yeah, King in Black is 5 issues.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. Cool. Nice. Oh, my wife is texting me. Thought we were watching an episode. Oops.
Yeah, I just got a text too. We're all in trouble now.
I know. Well, I got to head out anyways. I just wanted to come on and just say what's up to you guys, because there's no other place I'd rather be than here talking comics with you guys. But, family does come first, so I really wanted to hang out with my family, do all that stuff. So,
Yeah, it's good to see you, man.
It is good to see you, Panda.
Absolutely.
All right, y'all take it easy.
Later, dude.
Good night.
You too.
Steve, what episode are y'all watching of what?
Be honest.
All American, season 2, episode 15. I want to say. You guys ever seen that show?
Mm-mm.
Mhm.
It's on the CW. It's about a football player. So if you don't like sports, you probably won't like it. Yeah. So I don't know. This was a great week of books. I'm happy that. DC's Dead Planet. Should we talk that real quick and then we'll get out of here?
It was the finale.
It was epic. Tom Taylor did it right, and I was really concerned that everyone is going to get the virus taken out of them, and then everyone else is going to be reinfected, and there was going to be a number 3 series. But I'm pretty sure this is the last book of Deceased.
They could definitely do some more stuff. They did it.
Good, but
Two, 3 issues ago, we saw Infected Darkseid showing up at New Genesis, and they just left that cliffhanger.
true, there could be more. But
They tied
overall,
it up really smoothly.
it was epic. Man, this is a cool cover.
Constantine really showed out.
What's that?
Constantine showed out
Constantine did show out in that book.
big time.
He
Like
did.
it all came to a head in this issue with like an army of Amazos that the surviving 1%ers along with the villains had constructed. And then you had Trigon let loose on the world to clear it. And then you have Constantine, who pretty much killed, stole, and did everything he had to do to obtain every artifact or piece of magic, anything that he could get his hands on to go try to stop Trigon. And that last little twist he had was awesome when he showed up at that bunker with Ragman's cloak and just killed everyone. Because it's fueled by corrupted souls, and there they all are. Every corrupted soul left on the planet huddled together, and he just decimates them all, and just it gets that last power boost.
Yes.
I loved it.
I just loved it overall, and I love the banter between the new Batman and the new Superman. Later, dude. And overall, yeah, Constantine was great.
Oh, that was awesome. It's like these Amazos. One Amazo can normally fight the entire Justice League, but you just punched my best friend.
Yes.
And then Superman goes him. Yeah, that was awesome. I love the Jonathan in this. Like, it's light years different from the Jonathan in Future State. Like this Superman is just balls to the wall. He's not making mistakes, and I love his costume. It's iconic and recognizable, but completely his own. It was just a fun read all around, man. And you can see where it's gotten a lot tighter from early on. Deceased was real rough around the edges, but it was a very well-rounded finale.
We finally found out who was the narrator the whole time. It was Zatanna.
Yeah, that was cool. That was a nice twist because her and Constantine have that long-going romantic backstory and everything. So it gave it a lot of weight, letting him go out the way he did and tell her goodbye and everything. And like it was his plan the whole time to die, and he knew Superman would go up against Trigon for that moment, and that was epic. He showed up anyways, knowing that like he's probably going to die. He shows up and gets that hit in, and Constantine says, and for that brief moment, a man stopped a god. I'm like, dang, this was awesome.
It was epic. I loved it. I remember messaging right after I read it, and we were both like, "That's really good."
Yeah, I was shocked.
Definitely one of my favorite miniseries for sure.
Yeah, Deceased has been completely fun.
I honestly felt like DC's Dead Planet was better than the original Deceased.
Oh, absolutely. It just takes it so much farther. That original one was just a massacre to get us to this point.
Yep.
It was an absolute massacre. And I highly recommend, if anyone has it at their disposal, the DC Universe app, just like there's Marvel Unlimited, there's DC Universe Infinite, and there's a digital-only Deceased story. It's 12 issues, and it's on that app only. And I'm sure you can buy it, but you might as well pay $5.99 or whatever, $5 for a month subscription to this and read 12 issues of a comic. And then, if you're not happy with the service, just cancel it. But that service is well worth it. And that series takes place in the time jump between the series 1 and technically series 3 here, how they all leave Earth, and then there's multiple years go by. Everyone that remained on Earth, Black Adam, Wally, all them, you see what they got going on. It's been really good too.
Right on. Well, Steve, I got to take off. I appreciate
I was about to end it anyways. So.
But,
All right, man.
You guys have a great night. We'll talk to you in the chats.
Adios.
Easy.
Well, what do you guys got? Oh, gross. What do you got going on your channels coming up?
We look like the build-up page before the Thor punch.
Yeah. What do you guys got going on your channel? I have that video that you guys already saw early. I'm going to post that for everyone tomorrow. Hey, comic book poser with a $5 super chat. Appreciate that. Look at this goofy looking cluster of melon farmers. What's up, man? I know you went live earlier. We were live, so that's why I wasn't there. But I appreciate what you're doing lately. You've been doing a really good job on your channel, ranking those books and not books, sorry, how certain companies are doing and your favorites this year. You're doing a great job, man. Thank you for the super chat. I appreciate that. Yeah. So what was I saying?
Your video you're dropping tomorrow.
Oh, yeah. You guys saw it already. So that'll be going out tomorrow. I got another unboxing. That's gonna come out Saturday. We'll probably get it out. It might come out Sunday. I might have another rest day on Saturday. We'll see. But that's what I got going on in the next couple of days. as well. And then I'm going to be on a few different channels next week. I'm going to be on Simple Man's channel. I'm also going to be on Roger Levesque's 3 Men in a Basement channel. So that's what's going on for me in the next couple of days. What about you guys?
Go ahead.
Well, I've got. I'm actually going to get some stuff ready to send off to get graded. I've got to go through a bunch of books. I'm actually prepping some stuff that I've had for years that I've always been afraid to send off, and finally going to take the leap and send a bunch of stuff off to get graded. So. And I just got done with my second chainsaw unboxing. So if anybody has missed that, make sure you go check it out. We had a lot of fun with that.
That was awesome.
Legion of Comics, what you got going on?
Well, I actually took some time off from work, so I'm going to be playing with a lot of different things. But I do have a very obscure comic that I just got in the mail, so I'm going to be doing a video on that and talking about that book and what it is. And then I have at Week's End this coming weekend, just a live hangout. And I as well am about to take this time to send a bunch of stuff off to John Jang to get signed and remarked on and get signed or get slabbed. So that'll be a first time sending stuff directly to him on the way to CGC. So that's really exciting. I'm trying to keep a straight face, but
That's really cool. That's really cool, man. Congrats on that.
very pumped.
I want to see the covers that you're sending.
Yeah, I'm going to do a video on what I'm going to send. And I know one of them, I have a 9.8 graded one of Justice League Dark 24, but I also have a raw one that I'm sending him because I've been hounding him for a long time about doing an Etrigan cover. Love the Demon. So what better book just to get him to remark Etrigan on for me. So, yeah, that'll be one that I'm sending. That might be the only remark I'm getting. The rest might just be signatures.
I was thinking about doing a video about whether or not I should send these certain books off to CBCS for the verified authentication,
Maybe it's expensive.
or do I send off all these other books to just get blue labels by CGC? So I was thinking about doing a video on that pretty soon.
Have you done a CBCS submission yet?
The one for To Cover Collector is the only one I've ever done.
Are you able to submit directly through your LCS? Because I know he's a big CBCS.
He's a dealer too. I just did it online myself.
You don't have to have a membership for CBCS, do you?
Nope.
Yeah, that's really awesome.
Just you save $2 if you have a membership. But I wouldn't send enough. So
Yeah.
well, appreciate you guys for coming on. This was a great time. This seriously, every Thursday is my favorite day of the week to talk comic books and hang out. So I know we don't have that many people left, but make sure you head over to my 2,000 subscriber giveaway. Link to that is in the description. Giving away a Venom 25 second print in a 9.8, Batman 24 in a 9.8, and a TMNT Last Ronin. Make sure you head over to the 2K giveaway video. Link to that again is in the description. Thank you, Mark. Thank you, Jeremy, for hanging out. I had a great time. Thank you, everyone in chat, for hanging out. And as always, go Cat, Cowabunga, and it's Morphin time.